In 1979, Karen Carpenter, one of the most iconic voices in music history, decided to step into uncharted territory. For nearly a decade, she had been the heartbeat of the Carpenters, a duo whose soft harmonies and heartfelt ballads defined an era. But beneath the sweet melodies and flawless stage presence, Karen longed for something more, something entirely her own. This is the story of Karen Carpenter's lost solo album, a project shelved for 16 long years, a dream that turned into heartbreak, and a chapter in music history that almost never saw the light of day. By the mid-1970s, Karen Carpenter was a household name. Together with her brother Richard, she had sold millions of records. Songs like Close to You, Rainy Days and Mondays, and Superstar weren't just hits. They were anthems of a generation. Her voice, often described as angelic, became synonymous with purity and warmth. But success came at a cost. Behind the perfectly orchestrated harmonies was a young woman struggling with identity, independence, and control. Karen loved the music, but deep inside she wanted something that wasn't dictated by the image the Carpenters were known for.
Karen Carpenter finished work on her only solo album.
In 1979, Karen made a bold decision. She wanted to record a solo album. For years, she had been singing Richard's arrangements, locked in a signature sound, soft ballads with lush orchestration. But Karen was drawn to the vibrant energy of disco, funk, and contemporary pop that dominated the charts in the late 70s. She approached Phil Ramone, a legendary producer who had worked with Billy Joel and Paul Simon. Phil saw Karen as a powerhouse vocalist who could shine outside of the Carpenters' shadow. The project was set. This was Karen's chance to reinvent herself. The sessions began in New York City. For the first time, Karen was surrounded by a new team of musicians, arrangers, and songwriters. The album would include tracks like My Body Keeps Changing My Mind, If I Had You, and Make Believe It's Your First Time. These songs had groove, energy, and a sensual side Karen had never shown publicly. Phil Ramone pushed Karen to explore her range, to embrace rhythms and vocal styles far from the Carpenters' soft focus image. For Karen, this was liberation. She was smiling, laughing, feeling alive in a way she hadn't in years. But as the sessions progressed, Karen faced an internal conflict. She knew the music industry, and her fans might not be ready for this side of her. Her image had always been wholesome, innocent, and safe. The new songs were daring, they had attitude, they even had a subtle sensuality that Karen wasn't known for. Still, she pushed on, determined to complete what she had started. By 1980, the album was finished. Karen was proud. She believed this was her chance to evolve as an artist. But when the tapes were presented to A&M Records and Richard Carpenter, the reaction was devastating. The executives called it too different, fearing fans would reject it. Richard himself expressed concern. In the end, the decision was final. The album would not be released. Karen was heartbroken. She had poured her soul into the project, only to see it locked away. The rejection hit Karen hard. Already battling severe anorexia and loneliness, this felt like the ultimate failure. She returned to the Carpenters and tried to move on, but the sparkle was gone. In private, she often listened to her solo recordings, wondering what could have been. Music was supposed to be her safe place, but now it was a reminder of dreams denied. On February 4, 1983, Karen Carpenter passed away due to complications from anorexia nervosa. She was only 32. The world mourned the loss of one of the greatest voices of all time. Her solo album remained unheard, locked away like a secret diary. In 1996, more than a decade after Karen's passing, A&M finally released the album. Titled simply, Karen Carpenter, it gave fans a glimpse into what she had envisioned. Critics praised the project as bold, emotional, and ahead of its time. For many, it was bittersweet, a haunting reminder of the artist Karen wanted to become. Each track on Karen's solo album tells a story. From the vulnerability in If I Had You to the energy of My Body Keeps Changing My Mind, these songs were Karen unfiltered. They revealed a woman torn between expectation and freedom, between the image crafted for her and the artist she longed to be. Listening today feels like reading pages from her diary, raw, real, and heartbreaking. Today, Karen Carpenter's lost album stands as more than music. It's a symbol of resilience, of artistic struggle, and of a voice that remains timeless. For those who listen, it's not just a record. It's a conversation between Karen and the world, a voice saying, "This is who I wanted to be." And though she's gone, her dream lives on, note by note, in every track.